On February 29th, 2016, Minecraft's combat system changed forever. The 1.9 combat update introduced completely new mechanics to the game. For instance, before 1.9, the PvP system consisted of just who could click the fastest, had better ping, and the best drapes. Whereas for 1.9 and above, it's a little more complicated than that. With the introduction of shields and weapon cooldowns, players now have to strategize when the best time to attack and block will be. And thanks to this update, for the most part, Minecraft PvP is balanced, or at very least, a little more than it was. But this all leads to one question. Which version of PvP takes the most skill? Now, I feel like if you were to ask anyone else this question, their answer would just be the version of PvP that they're best at. Now, what would the answers be from people who weren't biased?
I would say that
You're not supposed to.
What kind of flavor boba is that?
I don't know. What's up, Blue Fears?
Hello.
Are you ready?
Of course.
Are you a good builder?
I'm okay, I guess.
Sweet. All right, yeah, we got some decoration for the interview.
Don't get hit by a car.
Does that actually kill you?
No.
You fucking lied to me. Do you have what it takes?
Yeah, I got it.
All right, everyone, here's the first question. When you started playing Minecraft, what was the current version of PvP?
Version of PvP, it was pre 1.8. I think I started playing Minecraft in like beta.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've got a grave lined up at the cemetery just for me.
I started on 1.8.9. It was on a HP laptop, super laggy. I was just in creative all the time. I didn't really get introduced to PvP until later on.
I started playing in around 2012, so I think that would be about 1.5, 1.6.4-ish, somewhere in that range.
I started playing back in 2012 on the Xbox 360.
Oh, so yeah. You were raised right. You were raised
Yeah,
right.
combat was not really a thing.
It's on the tip of my tongue.
I mean, I can go to the next question if you want. It's. Do you want me to go to the next
can we
question?
skip this one?
Yeah, no, you're good. Oh, question 2. Are you happy with the 1.9 plus combat update? Why?
The 1.9 update, yeah, I would say it was an adjustment, and a lot of people do still prefer the old PvP, which is totally fine as well, but I prefer the new one. As for why, it's mostly just because it feels like you have to put more into it as opposed to just clicking faster.
Absolutely not. I was kind of reading up about this, and they didn't really know that there was like a whole other community of like PvPers.
Really?
Yeah, and so the update was more for like redstone builders and parkour builders, and they didn't know about the other community, and they were kind of worried about like people who were like jitter clicking and it like that's too fast. So
I think overall the 1.9 update is good. I think it definitely helps with allowing like newer players to get into PvP and stuff quicker.
I am personally, but I think it's because it makes so much more sense to me. I don't like having a sword and just spam clicking. It doesn't really make sense to me.
Well, fuck. I'm sorry. Can we skip this one too?
No, you're good. You're good. Question 3. Do you think that Minecraft servers favor more towards 1.8 or 1.9 PvP?
excuse me.
Boba.
Yeah, the boba's hitting. The boba's hitting right now.
I would say that large servers have previously favored 1.8 because it was the norm, but I'm seeing an ever-growing array of servers that are favoring the newer PvP system. Well, I say newer PvP system, it's not exactly new anymore, it's been around for ages.
I would say if there's servers coming out in today's world, I still feel like they lean towards more 1.8. Although I do know lots of people just load up Minecraft on their current version and come onto the server. Honestly, now thinking about it, people are just gonna boot up Minecraft how like it is and play on the server, because I don't feel like people are into PvP anymore.
I would say earlier it was definitely 1.8, but I think nowadays I would say a lot more of the popular servers, such as like, MCC Island, Tubnet, whatever, it's definitely catered more towards the 1.9 side. Mainly because it's still like, again, fun, like I mentioned earlier, but also just because it helps out with, getting newer players into the game and stuff like that.
I think they did with 1.8, but now it's slowly getting more and more 1.9, even like with MCC, I and everything. Slowly but surely heading more towards 1.9.
Can I get a little more time to think about this?
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good.
All right, all right.
I can like edit it and stuff, so don't worry.
Um.
Now for the final question. Which version of PvP requires more skill? 1.8 or 1.9?
I actually don't think either of them require more skill.
I can see both sides to it.
I think 1.9 definitely has some technical things, but overall, I think still 1.8 is a bit more difficult.
I think 1.9 requires more skill.
Ooh, I mean, there's a lot of variables there, you know.
Because they both have their own different aspects that require an awareness of what you're doing.
I mean, I die in literally hardcore survival all the time when I'm playing like realms with friends. How you have to wait that delay.
With CPS and all that,
Mhm.
the movement and stuff, the W tap and hold combos and things like that. All in all, I think just 1.8 requires more thought, I think, than 1.9 PvP does.
Because I feel like it's so much easier. Like, if you just keep spam clicking, you're probably still going to get somewhere at some point. But if you don't really know how to play 1.9, like, you're kind of screwed over.
You got pre-shields, you know.
1.8, you still have to get the aim. Like, you have to have a certain degree of knowledge about how fast you can click, and that still comes in handy with 1.9, but not to the same degree.
Actually, you know, playing Battleline 1v1s and all that stuff. I think the more skill that you have with that, because you need to hotkey more, especially learning Rod, say 1.8.
I don't think either of them have any more skill required for either of them. It's just a different set.
You're just able to get more lucky with 1.8 than you are with 1.9.
Almost everyone I interviewed made very valid points. Whether they were talking about cooldowns, attack times, or anything of the sort, it all made sense. I also reached out to my community to see what they think. Just like in the interviews, we got pretty mixed results. But I guess I should close this case and wait till another opportunity arises. But now that you've watched this far, what do you think? If it's any question, you'd be able to answer this one.